Good morning, Anne Marie. How are you?
I'm very excited to be talking about what we're going to be talking about today,
Which is what?
which is a brand new project that we're launching that was born in Orlando, Florida, as it so happens.
Where dreams are born.
Where dreams are born. So we were in Florida in May at a conference after I was on a tour of various keynotes and trainings. We met up in Orlando, and in the middle of this conference, it just became really generative for us. And we talked about this idea that we really have been frankly, tossing around since Story Imprinting was born in some format. But, we were building our business and the pandemic came. But now we're diving in, y'all, and I'm going to turn it over to my learned colleague to discuss what it is we're about to launch and how you can participate.
What a run-up. I love it. So we are launching a project called Roof and Table. And the name derives from this idea of, we want to tell the stories of how people put a roof over their heads and food on the table. Anne Marie mentioned that we were in Orlando together when the idea for this really came up. We had been at an Association for Talent Development conference, and Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, was the keynote. She was phenomenal. I had no expectations for Sarah Blakely, frankly, because I didn't really follow her, but she was really, really interesting. Her origin story was really interesting. And I came away from that session thinking, I am very fulfilled professionally, but at my core, I'm a journalist. I love talking to people. I love asking questions. I love hearing about all the different jobs that people do, right? Just outside of sort of the norm. And so Anne Marie and I were sitting at a restaurant in Orlando in Winter Park, in a fabulous restaurant. And we just started riffing, right? Like just thinking about what could this project look like and how could we reach the most people with it. And so Roof and Table will compile stories of everyday people like you, like me, like Anne Marie, everyone from GCs of major companies to people that are driving your kids' school buses to the guy that's painting your house or the gal that's painting your house, the person who's painting your house. All of those stories are rich in detail and value. They are important, and we want to tell those stories. So that will be a piece of this project. We will be sitting down and I will be sitting down and interviewing folks. Every week, we'll be launching new videos and also written content on the website with photos. So it's just rich storytelling around how people feed their families and put a roof over their head. And also, there is going to be Anne Marie's fabulous part of this, Dear Pickles. And I will let you talk about what Dear Pickles is.
So Dear Pickles is this idea of an old style kind of advice column, but we're doing it around business. So questions you have around business development, around communication, leadership, hard conversations. It will be a true old-fashioned style advice column. I'll be doing some live interviewing with people as well, where we'll tease out those advice pieces in an interview style. And really, this is our way of, we talk about this all the time. We think stories are, there's this great phrase, like it's hard to hate up close. Yeah. We think that telling people stories of where they're from, how they got there, what their work ethic is, why they do what they do, and how they're feeding their family and keeping a roof over their head, particularly at this moment in time when things are really tough, is really important storytelling to help connect us to one another and see one another more clearly, and maybe be kinder and better to one another as well.
So you will be hearing more from us on all the various channels in which we are present about how you can tell your story on Roof and Table, and also about how you can submit your questions to Dear Pickles. A phenomenal opportunity, you guys. It's like basically free coaching from the smartest business development person I know. It's true.
By the way, that would be me.
That would be Anne Marie.
He's talking about me. Yes. Anyway, I don't know if that's true, but I like it.
So you will be hearing from us on how you can do all of that. We also in this video will drop a link to our email addresses for Roof and Table and for Dear Pickles, so you can submit your questions. And we are just so excited about this project. Like Anne Marie said, you know, when we were sitting in Orlando, we were talking a lot about our own mothers, about all the different jobs that they did, jobs that, you know, frankly, were not what we would call shiny jobs, right? Like they weren't super visible, they weren't, but they took enormous pride in their work and showed up every single day, you know, clean, efficient, ready to work, and had really fascinating human experiences. And we come from that shared background, and that is really informing and pressing our desire to sort of give back through this project. So we are so thrilled to do it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you in advance for submitting your stories and your questions, and we cannot wait to get started.